a biotech company here. And the biotech company, QIAGEN, produces tests, it's like a box that you put in a sample, and that box will give you a result within 1 hour. And this self-testing kit is already deployed in about 30 countries, including Italy, including China, including South Korea, and it is very accurate according to company officials, and it is being used right now all over the world. The machines, hundreds of these machines, are currently in the United States, but they are not being used because the company is waiting for FDA approval to test for coronavirus. So the machines are there testing for other ailments, but not the coronavirus, even though it's being used around the world. And by the way, this company isn't the only biotech company facing the same obstacle. There are 4 around the world, this one included, that are in the same situation. So I met with one of the company's representatives. I got an opportunity to see the machine, and they're hopeful that in the coming weeks, by the end of this month, they'll have the FDA approval. This is what some of what we spoke about. How many of these machines are in the U.S. right now?
200, more or less.
And how many of them are being used currently to detect coronavirus?
For coronavirus, we are still waiting for the clearance of the FDA, and that's going to start in the usage of coronavirus in US in a couple of weeks. So we are expecting that by the end of March, this solution can be provided to the US market as well.
But the machines are sitting in the United States.
The machines are sitting.
They're not allowed to test for the virus.
Not for coronavirus
because
yet.
You need FDA approval.
Yep, absolutely.
And officials I spoke to at the company believe that if this company and other companies that are facing the same kind of situation were to get that FDA approval on a daily basis, right away, you could have tens of thousands more people tested in the United States.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me, or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.